I've just booked my first ever solo holiday and now I'm feeling really, really anxious. Actually, I'm part terrified and part excited, if I'm honest. So let's talk about why and how I can get over this. I'm going to need your help. I've been thinking about this for a long time and I think I've mentioned it in other videos. I really want to go away on holiday on my own. My eventual goal is to go abroad. I want to go to the Mediterranean, actually to the Aegean, but I'm going to have to work my way up to that. So I decided that my first solo holiday would be in the UK so that I feel at home and slightly safer. So I've done it now. I've booked a week away in September, so out of school time, or rather it's in school time, so there will be no children around making a lot of noise and it will be very peaceful, I hope anyway. And I'm kind of looking forward to it now. So how is it going to be different going on my own than going with a partner? I think the differences are going to be that I'm obviously not going to be sharing the responsibilities of packing and driving. It's in Cornwall, so driving from where I live to Cornwall is potentially about a 6-hour drive. Hopefully there won't be too much traffic on the road, so it should be about 5 to 6 hours, possibly longer. Not sure yet, but I will go fairly early in the morning and hope that the traffic is good. But yeah, the drive itself is not worrying me at all. I will be looking forward to the fact that there will be no animals around because my ex-partner had 2 dogs, which although are very lovely, still take a lot of work. So it's going to be a bit freeing, I think, in that way, because it will just be my stuff that I decide what I want to take. And of course, if I forget anything, it's so easy to buy what I need in this country too. So what else is going to be different? I'm not too sure, if I'm honest with you. I think the only thing that will be different is that I probably won't have the guts to go to a restaurant on my own. I'll be able to go to a cafe and sit and have a coffee or some lunch or something along those lines, but I won't be able to go into a restaurant on my own. I don't have that kind of self-confidence to do that, but that's not a big deal. I'm more than happy to eat fish and chips on the beach or, buy something in a supermarket and then cook for it. Because I'm going to a cottage, so I've got the whole cottage to myself, which is going to be lovely. And I can eat what I want when I want, which will be it will be a freedom like I've got at home, I guess. I mean, it's not going to be much different to living at home. I'm not going to be worried about staying somewhere completely new on my own because I'm not that type of person. I actually, as long as I've locked all the doors and windows and I know I'm safely shut in at night, I don't get worried at all. So that part of it is not the big issue. I think for me, it's going to be ensuring that I do leave the property. I've got to make sure that I go out and visit the places that I want to do and not just sit at home or at the place rather. And I know that sounds odd, but I do have the tendency to be so happy in my own little world that I do need to force myself to go out. So I'm going to be making plans to look at the local places I want to visit, and I'm going to make a plan, and it will be like a loose plan. It's not going to be a proper schedule of where I want to go and at what time I want to get there, and so that I tick everything off. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be a much more relaxed holiday. But there will be places that I want to go to, that I want to see. A big part of whether or how much I can get out and about. I'm hoping, I've booked this for a week in September, so I'm hoping that because this is Cornwall, it's going to be fairly warm, and I think it will either be raining a lot or it's going to be nice and warm, or a combination of both. I don't think it's going to be heatwave weather, but you never know, because September is an odd month in the UK. So I think I'm going to have to pack for wet and dry, which is not anything. I don't think anybody in the UK is not used to doing that. I think one of the issues possibly that I've buried a little bit is security. I think I'm always going to be worried that as a woman on my own, I am less safe than if I was with a partner, a man, a friend, or somebody else. But I don't overly worry about that. I don't think that's naivety. I think that's just a case of I've got to my 60s. As long as I'm use my common sense, I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be safe. So I don't think it's that's really causing me the anxiety. I think it really is going to be going places on my own, because I think that's something I'm going to have to get used to doing. I'm starting at home. I'm starting to go out a little bit more, but it still causes me some anxiety to do that, to go to a place completely on my own. I mean, if it's a garden centre or a supermarket, it doesn't bother me at all. But if I want to go, for example, if I want to go to an historical site like a castle or something similar to that, for some reason, and I really can't grasp why, I hesitate and I get a little bit anxious about that, and I've no idea why. It bugs the hell out of me. Why? Going to a castle should be no different to going to a garden centre or going to a supermarket. All you're doing is looking around some old rocks. It's not really, it's not something where I'm putting myself on show. I'm not, putting myself up on a stage, or I'm not making myself the centre of attention, which is one of my worst fears. But I don't get it. I don't understand that part of my psyche. It's very strange, but I'm sure I will get to that at some point. I mean, it's not like I'm going to get left there, or I'm going to get lost, or whatever else is an outcome that could make me anxious. If you've got any ideas of why I'm feeling like this, then please let me know. I would love to know. My goals for the holiday will be the fact that I'm doing it. That is number one, is that I have actually booked it and I will have done it. So that's like a tick on the first stage of me being solo and alone. I think number two is that I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone. I am actually going to do it. And that's good. That means that I've got growth within myself, that I have the confidence to push myself to do it. I also think that it's going to boost my confidence, because I will have pushed through that barrier of not having gone away on holiday on my own before. So that should help with my self-confidence. I also think that it's helping with my evolving as an over 60, that I have accepted that this is something that, I have to do if I want to go away on holiday. It's something that I have to get used to. It's going to be a new experience. I've never been to this place before. I've wanted to go there for some time. So I think that again is going to boost my self-confidence and my self-esteem, that I've made this happen. No one else did it for me. No one else booked the holiday. I've paid for it myself. It's all going to add towards me, or affirming myself and my ability to age alone, I think, without compromising having a holiday or compromising my dreams, and that can only be a good thing. As I've mentioned many times before on my channel, I am an introvert and I don't like to be around people too much. But as I'm going out of season to a seaside town, I'm hoping that there won't be too many people there, so it should fit in with my introvert personality. Maybe I'll even surprise myself. Maybe I will book a table at a restaurant. Who knows? Until I'm there, until I've assessed the way that I'm dealing with it, the way that I'm coping with it, I just never know what I'm capable of, really. So watch this space. I will let you know. I will definitely be vlogging it when I'm there, and talking about how I'm feeling about it all, and being totally honest as always. But I'd really be interested if you've got any tips for me, or if you could understand why I'm so anxious about going away on my own. It's in the UK. I will be safe. I'm not going somewhere that's a dodgy country to go to. If you've done a first solo trip, tell me how you felt during it and how you overcame your nerves of going away for the first time. So if you've been abroad on your own as a solo, let me know how different that is to going on holiday on your own in the UK. Did it make you feel less safe? Did it, what were the differences? So as always, thanks for watching, and I really look forward to reading your comments. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.